Devour.
What is up, everyone? DSP here with another episode of DSP Tries It. And we are following along with the new Burger King menu. That's right. Just this past week, Burger King has rolled out a new seasonal menu. They do this every once in a while. They have new products. And so, today we're going to be testing out one of the new sandwiches. Now this one is pretty unique because this is something I have never seen at a fast food chain, okay? So this is going to be an original. This is, see that? A veggie burger. Now, admittedly, I've only had a few veggie burgers in my entire life. It was just one point actually when I was a teenager. And my best friend's dad was dating a vegetarian and had all this food in his fridge for her, and then they ends up that they broke up. So he ended up with all this extra vegetarian food in his fridge, and one of the things was veggie burgers, and I ate a couple of them. And I've had a couple others over the course of my life, but I'm not a vegetarian. It's not something that I would normally eat. So I'm curious to see how they would adapt this kind of unique food. This is for a niche audience, really. It's not something everyone would eat. How did they adapt it to a fast food chain? Okay? So we're going to test it out today, and I'm going to tell you my opinion on it. So let's take a look at it. Let's see how they present the veggie burger. Whoa. Well, that certainly is not a hamburger. Take a look at that. You know, Burger King going non-beef for a change, okay? So it's got the standard sesame seed bun. It's actually quite messy. It looks like they kind of loaded the stuff on it lopsided. So let's see what's on it. You've got lettuce, tomato, ketchup, and mayo. That's what they've put on this veggie burger, okay? See if I can reposition the tomatoes in a manner where they won't fall off and actually remove this piece of lettuce that's falling off anyway. Okay. So there you have it. The veggie burger itself is actually almost orange in color, which is quite odd. I'm trying to remember what color the one was that I ate, the ones that I've eaten. I know I've eaten one that looked kind of greenish. So I don't know if it's artificial food coloring, or maybe it's more of a carrot-based burger. I don't know. Okay, so let's lift this guy up. Okay, veggie burger. We're going to try it. See what it's like. Whoa. Whoa. Well, it tastes absolutely nothing whatsoever like a regular burger. It tastes like, I taste some saltiness. I actually taste a lot of seasoning, some breading. It certainly doesn't taste like any certain vegetable. It's kind of unique. It's kind of unique, and I think I actually like it. All right, let me take another bite before I give my verdict here. I'm going to take a bite with a tomato chunk in it this time. It's actually quite tasty. Like I said, it definitely tastes absolutely nothing like a burger, but it's a pretty tasty sandwich. It's definitely got flavor to it. It's not like bland. It's actually very flavorful. It is a little bit on the salty side. I do want to say that. I can taste a lot of salt. But outside of the salt, there's a lot of different seasonings and flavors in that burger. Now, the one thing that gets me is that they put mayo on it. Because if you're a vegetarian, a lot of the times you're trying to eliminate excess fat and things from your diet. Why they would put mayonnaise on a vegetable burger is kind of beyond me. I would think that they would just maybe do the ketchup. And in addition, you would think maybe they would put some other stuff on there, like why not some onion? Why not some pickles? It is a veggie burger, why not load it with vegetables? Now, I'm not saying, I understand this is Burger King. At Burger King, you can do that. You can add whatever you want. So, I understand that, yes, if you really want to load it up, you can. But it kind of confuses me that they don't have that stuff on the burger by default. You would have thought for a veggie burger, they would have put a lot of veggies on it. But I actually do enjoy the flavor, and for that, I'm going to judge it based off of the base burger. I actually do like the flavor a lot. I'm actually going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. I mean, I'm sure there's better burgers, or better veggie burgers out there, but for something that you can just stop at a Burger King and get, especially if you like, let's say you're with a bunch of people and they all want to stop at Burger King, and normally Burger King isn't an alternative that you would think of that you could eat if you're a vegetarian. Well, now they're saying, look, there's a vegetarian option. You can come check this out, which is pretty neat. And the flavor is there. I just think that the mayo is kind of weird. I don't think there should be mayo on this burger. So I give the veggie burger, the new veggie burger at Burger King, a 3.5 out of 5. It's tasty. It's a cool vegetarian alternative, but a little bit weird with the choices of the base burger of what they put on it, especially the mayonnaise. And it's a little bit on the salty side as well. So, alright, that's it for this episode of GSP Tries It. I'm going to dig into this burger, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you next time.